Alright, so this is going to be a special episode of Leaving Things in Jars because it was a request from the guys over at Cult Moo. If you've ever watched any Cult Moo before, you are not going to be surprised to know that it involves For Loko. They've requested I leave things in For Loko, and they also picked the items that they want to see me leave in For Loko, and I'm going to tell you they've picked some pretty gross things. So if you want to check them out, their link will be in the description. Now, let's get started. So let's just start off with one of the classic items that they picked. I leave these in everything. Eggs. We all know I leave it in I think just about every single jar video that I do. I always use eggs. If I can. Oh, did that crack? Oh, that cracked a little bit. Alright, so one of them's going to be a little bit cracked. So we'll leave 4 eggs. Next one, and I know that this one, especially after 30 days, I know this is going to smell just the greatest of smells, is sausage. So I have four sausage links. I can just imagine how great that's going to smell in 30 days. Next up, and probably the worst, we all know, pickles. Of course they had to pick pickles. I have bought more pickles since I started this YouTube channel for videos than I ever have in my entire life. Come on, man. Get in the jar. I don't want your nasty juices all over my table. I think I'm just going to put all of these in here because it's not like I'm going to eat these. The next item, and something that I don't have any experience with whatsoever, is Spam. Now this could be like the worst one out of all of the items besides the pickles, of course. We know the pickles are the worst. But I don't have any experience with Spam. I've never eaten Spam. I've never opened Spam. From what I understand, it's pretty much just like all the parts of the cow they can't use ground up and put in a can. Yeah, that's literally what it looks like. Oh, is this bad? It doesn't go bad until December 2023, but yet it smells like that? How am I supposed to get it in the jar? Ew. I'm not an expert, but that's not gonna work. Oh, this is gonna get gross. Ugh. We'll just break it up into chunks, I guess. Oh, this smells bad before the For Loko gets added in, before it sits for a month. So I can't even imagine what it's gonna smell like in a month. That honestly, that smells worse than the pickles. I think I might have found like a new nemesis in food. And last but not least, a McDonald's cheeseburger. So technically it's not a cheeseburger, it's a McDouble, but it's the same thing. Jam this thing down into the jar. I'm sure this is probably gonna smell great after 30 days. But it's so processed, maybe it won't do anything. It wasn't my first time squeezing a cheeseburger into a jar. Alright, let's start getting these things filled up. Before I start filling up the jars, I just want to say that after I handled that Spam and broke it up and put it in the jar, I didn't wash my hands. I just like wiped them off on a rag. They still smell bad. For some reason, they're like oddly moisturized. Like they feel like really soft and very moisturized. And it's kind of freaking me out, and it's really, really weird. It's like I've never felt this feeling before. As weird as it is, it almost feels kind of good, but it's very, very weird, and it smells really bad. So take with that what you would. So we have all of our jars full, and as of right now, as far as the smell goes, I'm pretty optimistic in this moment because I'm sure that this is going to change. Where the For Loko is watermelon flavored, everything just kind of smells like watermelon. The For Loko has kind of drowned out all the different smells, even the Spam. It doesn't smell like a good watermelon, but it's kind of covered up all the smell. So maybe, just maybe, with the watermelon and the alcohol, maybe it'll kind of keep the smell down a little bit and it won't be too horrible in 30 days. But we'll see. So I'll see you then. Alright guys, so it's been 30 days. I just realized I can smell what's in those jars when I'm up close. It's been 30 days. This is really gonna suck. Start digging into these jars and see what's going on. So let's go ahead and start off with the jar that has the pickles in it, because I feel like it's probably gonna be the one that is the least disgusting, even though it is pickles and we all know that they are disgusting themselves. I'm gonna sniff it, as much as I don't want to. I'm not gonna lie, that's actually not that bad. It also looks like the pickles have absorbed the pink color from the watermelon for Loko. Oh, please don't squirt on me. Are pickles usually that tough? I feel like they don't snap like that. But that seems... that one's not quite the same. Seems like they've kind of been... Maybe the alcohol made them like a little bit like tougher or something. They don't smell too bad. They smell a little bit better than they normally would, because where they've absorbed the watermelon for Loko, there's a lot of that watermelon flavor, or not flavor, a lot of the watermelon smell in there. So they're not quite as bad as normal pickles. But other than that, not really a whole lot happened to them. Next, we'll move on to the eggs. Another staple of these videos. If there's one thing, please don't let this smell too bad. Okay, so far there's not much of a smell. There's a little something there, but it's not that strong. I can see through the jar that it looks like the shell has maybe been eaten off of the eggs, which seems to be, oh, look at all that cloudiness. That seems to be something typical for these tests. Why are these they're like wedged in there? Come on. Oh. Yeah, let's just take it easy. Ew. I'm assuming that probably cracked whenever I put the egg in there. I guess as the For Loko did its thing, it like pushed out some of the yolk or something. Let's mess with this one first. Ooh. So the yolk is like weird. Kind of like Play-Doh-y. There was something else that did this to the yolks. I don't remember what it was, but I think it was another drink or something. They made the yolks real like Play-Doh-y and like weird. Curious to see if that one is like that because that egg was cracked, or if that's just how they end up. Really? I'm gonna have to cut my arm off. I'm literally gonna have to cut it off. That's gonna be my only option now. You guys are gonna have to watch out for the next video. I'm probably gonna have something growing out of this arm, the next one. Of all things that I don't want to happen, that's one of them. Okay. So this yolk, it's not as bad as this one. So this one was definitely affected by the egg being cracked. This one seems almost normal. Yeah, let's just keep making splashes and just splash the stuff everywhere. Let's just keep doing that. Oh, this one's cracked too. And I bet this yolk, yeah, this one was cracked and the yolk was just like this again. Huh. Whatever it is that's happening to the shell, it happened a lot on this one. Oh, that one's actually, that was pretty tough. Although it looks, yeah, let's just keep going, keep making a mess. Although the yolk looks normal. I mean, not really a whole lot happened, but I mean, it's cool. And they don't smell that bad, which is a huge upside. Now, the 3 items that we have left are all gonna be completely horrible, and I can't choose which one I want to get out of the way first. So I'm gonna go with the one that I think is probably gonna smell the worst, and that is the sausage. It looks like the sausages pretty much absorbed all of the color out of the Four Loko, which is semi-terrifying. How much you want to bet this one smells horrible? This one also doesn't smell that bad. I'm wondering if the alcohol, even though it's only, well, actually I think the alcohol content's kind of high. I think Four Loko is like 12% alcohol, I think. So maybe that's enough alcohol to stop bacteria from growing and it doesn't cause much of a smell. Now that I think about it, that has to be what it is. Because normally, like if I would have left the stuff in water, I mean, this would be like, I would have ran out of the garage by now. Interesting. They just look like really pink sausages. They feel really like tight, like they're gonna like bust or something. Oh, yeah, a little bit. Oh, they're gray on the inside? Interesting. The outside absorbed all of the color, then the inside, and I really don't want to get squirted with Four Loko sausage juice. And the inside is just gray. Oh, this one has a huge bubble in it. Ooh, okay, didn't get on me. All right. Yeah, it's the same thing. Pink on the outside, gray on the inside. It's so shocking to me that there's not a smell. It's just, I mean, there's obviously a smell, but it's so faint. It's nothing like what you would expect. Whenever I imagined opening these jars, I imagined like a flashback to the time that I left like cookies and milk in a jar, like that type of rank smell, but that alcohol has to have done way more than I thought it would. Yeah, so the sausages, not a whole lot happened. A part of me kind of thought that maybe, oh, this one's got a bubble. Oh, that shot all the way over on the floor. A part of me kind of thought that these might like disintegrate over time because of the alcohol, but apparently not. All right, let's move on to something else. So let's just go ahead and get this cheeseburger out of the way. It smells like a McDonald's cheeseburger infused with alcohol, which, as you can imagine, isn't that good. Oh, there's the bun. There's the pickles, our arch nemesis. Oh, I'm gonna have to give it some help. Oh. Okay, so obviously the bun is soggy, as you would expect. Ooh, there's the cheese that was between it. Or I should say the meat, because we really don't know what it is. It's just some type of like compacted mystery, but it feels like it's like hard almost. I'm assuming that's because it's probably the whatever's in here, because I'm sure it's not real meat. I don't know if that's mustard or if that's like something growing. It's such a weird smell. That smell right when you get a McDonald's cheeseburger, if you just imagine getting one and you open the wrapper and then you smell that, if you smelled that smell next to like a can of Four Loko, those two smells mixing perfectly, it's exactly what this smells like. And it's not that bad. So the McDonald's cheeseburger made it wet and aged like really fast or something. Saved the best for last. The Spam. It looks just as unappetizing as it did straight out of the can. This lid is like, oh, the lid was like vacuumed on there. That whole thing that I said earlier about the alcohol making things not smell, I take all that back. This smells bad. I don't know why, if the alcohol killed all the other smells, I don't know why it didn't kill this one. I guess the Spam is just like too powerful. I don't even know if I can get it out of there. Come on. Oh man, it smells so bad. Why would the alcohol kill all these other smells Nothing else smells, but this, it's like, it intensified this smell like times 10. It smelled like it was bad right out of the can, but now it smells so much worse. It seems kind of like it did to the Spam what it also did to the, oh man, it's almost burning my eyes. It smells so bad. What happened to the sausages? I can't even think because this smells so bad. Where it seems like it did the same thing as the sausages, where it like soaked up the pink from the Four Loko on the outside, but then it's gray on the inside. I'm assuming the graying or whatever on the inside is from it going bad or whatever. It certainly smells bad, worse than it did out of the can. Especially this piece. Like, look at this. This is you can really see all kinds of pink, and then gray. Yeah, and then it's gray on the inside. But other than that, as far as the texture, nothing really changed. It's still, well, I can't say what it is. I don't know what it is. It's like just all the parts of the cow they don't use ground up and put in a can. I'm done with this. This is... So, moral of the story, just like every other video I've done like this, don't leave these things in this liquid for this amount of time, because it's not going to be a good result. Also, if you want to buy a hat or a shirt or a hoodie, the link for that is in the description. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, even though I'm suffering from the smell. So, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one.